Hi there. How's it going? I hope you're all doing well on this. Gosh, it's already almost the end of July. Oh, fuck my life. Oh, God. Where the fuck is the time gone? That's my question. Like, where's the time gone? How am I? I mean, I'm no worse or better than usual. I'm spending a lot of this past month being very productive, getting things done, playing games, playing a lot of games that I normally wouldn't have access to, but a lot of recent stuff has basically caused a massive jumpstart to greatly improving a lot of emulation. That's a plus. How's Sly been? I'm playing through Sly 3 right now. Taking every opportunity I can to play, enjoy these games, and eventually turn them into videos. Which I genuinely just cannot wait to do. I mean, I've played the original Jak and Daxter. I'm a big fan of the original Jak and Daxter. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I guess this is the first time I get to say it on stream. I am working on a video for Sly Cooper. I am hard at work on a video for Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper is the Sony franchise that I am definitely the most familiar with. And it's going to be like the third Sony franchise that I cover this year, on top of Helldivers and Bloodborne. What do I think about the whole PlayStation phasing out physical in 2028? Pretty much everybody else thinks it's a fucking awful idea. It doesn't surprise me that Sony just keeps making awful decision after awful decision. I'm trying to think of the last good decision that Sony's actually made as a company, but it legitimately is like that difficult to do. I think we're headed towards another game crash. Oh, almost certainly we're headed towards another game crash. It is legitimately just a matter of time at this point. Hope for the game crash so that we can get something good again. To be honest, I don't know if that's gonna be the case. I don't know if it's gonna be enough for some companies to get the message, honestly. Especially since it feels like so many of them are already hell-bent on just blaming the consumer as it is. Alright, Mario, have a good one, man. But yeah, unironically, right now, if there's ever an instance where you wanted to play like older PlayStation games, and you have a decently powered PC, now is legitimately like the best time to do so. Especially since a lot of them are become abandonware at this point. Like the entire Infamous franchise, that's basically abandonware because it never got out of the PS3 era. They never put it on the PS4. PlayStation All-Stars, that's abandonware. The God of War collections, the Sly Cooper collection, the Jack and Daxter collection, that is all abandonware. Well, I don't model. I think that is a common misconception that so many people have about my work. I didn't make this Elma model. This is just a model from... This is just her model from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think you might mean, like, posing and something along those lines. Which would make more sense. For the context, at least. Oh god, no. I don't make 2D models from scratch. I fucking wish. No, I'm more of the animator than I am the modeler. I've worked with a lot of people that make models, which is why I usually tend to, like, lob them together, because in the instances where I've actually done professional, like, studio work, or, I guess I can say it, like, I'm pretty sure the NDA is, like, way gone by now, considering it was, like, several years ago, and the game never came out. During this time when I was working for Ubisoft, basically we were lobbed in with one another. Like the offices for both modeling and animation were basically like right next to each other. The chances are high that if anybody had a problem, they could just immediately talk with each other before talking with any sort of project manager. I worked for, well, it's strange because I worked for Ubisoft for like a year at most, working to touch up mocap animation for cinematics for a Splinter Cell game that never came out. That was my job. I must say right now, it's really fucking boring. Working with mocap is so much less fun than actually getting to do actual animation. Like, the most you do, for the most part, is just make sure that like somebody's hand doesn't like invert into their asshole when they're moving around. That's pretty much it. There's a reason why mocap is used for so much nowadays, because it really is like a shortcut when it comes to animation. The hardest Smash Brothers fighter character concept that I've made. The hardest one I probably made that took the most time and effort was, I'm just looking through my list right now. Probably the Hisuian trainer, considering how much went into that video. How is Rara to Hisuian trainer in terms of difficulty? Rara was more just like a lot of poses and a lot of explanations for very small things, because there was a lot more going on in this moveset than a lot of the other characters that I've made. But Hisuian trainer was literally animations for the trainer, animations for the Pokemon, animations for the extra Pokemon in the trainer's kit, because the focus was the trainer and not a team of Pokemon. I saw the Skull Kid and Masked Man files on the left. Don't look on the left. Don't spoil yourself for future projects. You'll never know what those are for. I mean, I haven't really tried to hide it. That's why the names are just out there for you to see. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what I have once I'm done. Once this pose is done rendering. Do you think the concept of fourth-party characters in Smash is a good or bad idea? I'm pretty sure I answered this in at least a stream or two, but I generally think that considering Smash is made to be a celebration of video games, that the characters should be video game-centric characters. I know there are a lot of fourth-party characters in a lot of really great video games, but I agree with the sentiment that if they didn't start in a video game, they more than likely should not be in Smash. What generation do you think is good enough to have another Pokemon trainer case? That's a good question. My immediate thought was Gen 3. I think you could build a lot of interesting teams off of Gen 3. Gen 4 would also be very unique and varied in what you could pull off with a team structure. Well, if we want a trainer that's truly unique, then probably something from Legends, either ZA or Arceus. Yeah, let me see. What do I have here? I have Paper Mario. God, that model is so scuffed. I have Paper Mario. No, I'll move Elma out of the way for a second. You got Paper Mario. With King Deity's hammer. I have Anubis from Pal World. I have two versions of Lucario in the same place. That's more likely from rematch work. I have the Lich King. I have the Smash Ball. I have the Sonic model that I've used for a lot of different references across different movesets. I have... Pull back. I have Minoru's Construct. I have two versions of Rouge for both sides of her mouth. I have Ellen from ZZZ. It's another moveset that I'm working hard on. It's a very detailed model. What else? I have Hornet. I actually found a better model for Hornet that I plan to use than this one. I have Slippy. I don't remember what I was using Slippy for. I have Marth. Again, I don't remember why Marth is here. I have Darkrai. Probably from early work when I plan to have him be the first character in Challenger Under Construction. I have Delphox and her staff. I have Metal Sonic. Doing a pose that I left in. I have my Captain Falcon test dummy that I usually use for throws and stuff like that. I have Pauline in her mic stand. I have... Holy shit, that's a big-ass Master Chief model. I have this absolute unit of a Chief model. What else? I have Ivy from Deadlock. I have Porky and his spider mech. I have another Lucario. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also have Okidogi here. I have Skull Kid. I have this custom masked man model that's been a pain in the ass to work with. Like an app, this thing is so scuffed. I have a pair of SMGs, and these are for Elma. As you can see, they attach to her hands. I have Sly and his cane. Did I attach the cane properly? I did. Okay, perfect. And I have Wesker. His glasses don't work. Those are all the models I currently have active on this file. I thought you were going to use the model that was made for a Smash Brothers mod. If it was so easy to access them, I would. But sadly, you know, that's not the case. Smash time. I will never tell you what order anything's coming in, but you just have an idea that those are just things that I've been working on. In some capacity. Thank you for the jewels. Sorry, excuse me. My back has been absolute shit as of recently. I suppose your Paper Mario is going to be fully 3D. I thought it'd be similar to Mr. Game & Watch, where gaming is a 2D effect. Well, I would probably stylize the poses to make it look more 2D, but but yeah, they would be created in 3D and then, you know, changed afterwards. Hey Pikmin, I hope you're doing well. What I miss? I finished the forward smash and I showed off a lot of the stuff that I'm working on because people noticed some of the models that are on the left-hand tab. So I was like, ah, fuck it, just show them. Well, I mentioned that I was working on a Sly Cooper video. I talked about how I've spent a lot of this past month just being productive and working on stuff for videos, which I have been. There's rewatching your stream where you reviewed your own movesets. God. It's been a long time since I've done something like that. Do you still have CFB plans? At some point. I don't have a date, though. No, I doubt that Luigi fan's gonna come back. And if he did, I don't know if I would accept one of his submissions again, simply because of how much he just simply did not understand what kind of show this was. Was it Verity? I swear it was Bomberman that he made that was like really overtuned. Oh, Vadi, right. No, now I remember. With his weird fucking wind mechanics. Oh yeah, the Bomberman that has a special stronger than your average Final Smash. I remember that. I think the worst part is that he just like he fought tooth and nail to try and defend it when it was like there's nothing to defend here. Or worth defending here. Yeah, I swear now it's starting to come back to me. Remember that there were Gusabello like style attacks that just did massive amounts of pushback, and his argument was like, no, but they don't do like no damage. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Who had the Bomberman with a special stronger than a Final Smash? Some guy named Luigi Fan. unironically, those kind of people are worse than the people that just make bad movesets. There's nothing worse than the dude that makes the bad moveset and does everything in his power to defend that it's actually good. I wonder what happened to him. I remember I timed him out once because he just was being belligerent and wasn't listening to anything anybody told him. And he's still around. Hang on, let me look at the Discord. I'm pretty sure he's still there. Yeah, he's still in the Discord. He just doesn't talk anymore. Came to a review show looking for an echo chamber and he wasn't gonna find it. Levi, I really am not a fan of watching other Smash channels when it comes to moveset content. They don't do anything for me. That, and I can only take so many like needless references, or it's just like this kind of content is just like I can't take it. I'm not saying that's what he is because I wouldn't know, I don't watch him. I've seen his stuff pop up in my recommendations before, but yeah, I also know he posts in Peach's Discord where they basically ignore him, which is really sad. Probably better at making movesets than Lucanator, though. That's something that I think is pretty safe to say. That bar is low enough to trip over. You're not wrong. If you played any of the little nightmare games or games in that genre, like Inside, I have watched people play Inside, and I've watched people play Little Nightmares 1 and 2, but I have never actually played them myself. Never really been my thing. But I see the appeal. A lot of Smash Bros. Concept designers, YouTubers are either really bad at making movesets and they only do it for the sake of references, or they are problematic people. Yeah, and me saying that, I'm the I'm the villain because I want people to be better. Literally all I know about Lucanator is that he's weirdly homophobic. He's not homophobic, he's weirdly, like, uber Christian, I guess is the best way to put it. He steals from Brawlfan a lot. Yes, he does. He put out a post recently saying that he did it mostly for only like 24 of his movesets, but anybody with even the slightest semblance of either channel would be able to tell that it's just bullshit. It's not true at all. If he's covered a character that Brawlfan has, chances are very high that things are going to be very similar. But yeah, I shouldn't talk about him because I gotta stay in my lane and not be jealous. Not show my jealousy by saying that he's a fucking parasite. I'm more than certain that's an alt account, if that was an alt account of his, by the way. I'm like beyond certain. Because who in the hell is gonna go up to bat for a guy like that? Like, come on. Brawlfan I can understand. People going up to bat for him like that, but Lucanator? No. No. Gets away with it too, so there's zero incentive for him to stop. Sadly, that's kind of the case with like all of them, not just him. That statement applies to a majority of the Smash moveset community. People see references, they accept references, so why change? It's why it's kind of like a waste of your time to talk about it in any, like, notable manner. Which is why it's insufferable when, like, I got a friend that says that I should do more moveset reviews. Not you, Pikmin, somebody else that's in my friend circle. Saying I should do more moveset reviews. He even made me, like, a curated list of, like, what movesets that I should review, and I looked at them, and his list, I swear to God, this man wants me to... this man wants me to die. I mean, I understand where enjoying references comes from too. It's like, oh, I know that. I played the games. I remember that in that game. It's basically just that one meme of Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the television over and over again. Just, I know that. I remember. I kind of look at references in the same way that I look at, the same way that people say about junk food that's not good for you. If you have it in moderation, then it's completely and totally fine. But the problem is that most of the time it's not in moderation. In my opinion, if you want like the perfect way to know when it's time to not use a reference, it's when you have to go digging for a reference. If you can think of a move like, you can think of a move for a character like immediately, then chances are high that it works better in their moveset than it would for a reference that you actually have to go fucking digging for. Like, I'm stuck on like an up air and I can't figure it out. Let me go like spend like an hour digging through animations for a reference. At that point, it would be just easier to just come up with something on your own. The moment you need to put more than like a few minutes of thought into how the reference makes sense for the character, that's when the reference loses its luster. Don't even bother at that point. Just make something on your own. Especially when, normals are so fucking easy to design anyways. yeah, just everything in moderation. If you can balance everything in moderation, then your designs will be so much better. Well, Pikmin, Nier Automata and games of those caliber are instances where I think it makes more sense for there to be more references to attacks that actually are made in the game. Games like fighting games and action games, it makes a lot of sense for the moves that you choose to be almost direct one-for-ones to animations that are in the actual game itself, unless there's an instance where the animation doesn't make any sense and you need to make one on your own, which is what they did for like Terry and his up air. Probably wasn't in that past stream where you mentioned it, but do you have any interest in Marvel Tokon? Nope, I have no interest in supporting modern Arxis at all. If I want a Marvel fighting game, I still have Marvel 3 to go play anytime I want. And it's still being modded and added on to this very day, so... Exactly, Sam's. Genres like fighting games and hack and slash can get away with their movesets being 99% references because, yes, you want the character to attack like they would in their actual games if it's a game that is actually, like, combat-centric. So a character like Raiden being 99% references and filling in the blanks where the game doesn't give you an option is pretty much exactly what the character should be. Does that mean no more Arc System characters are going to get Smash movesets? I did Soul, I did Baiken, and I did Ragna. I think that's pretty much all that I really need to make movesets on, honestly. I'm content with what I've already made for Arc Sys characters. Not to mention, I can't really think of any other Arc Sys characters that I want to make a moveset for. The average modded MVZ3 character can zero to death without the X Factor. Some of them are extremely broken. True, but to be honest, there are also characters in the actual... pretty much almost every other character in the actual game can do that too. Doom can do that easily. Magneto can do that easily. Virgil can do that very easily. Dante can do that easily. Zero can do that easily. Marvel 3 is very much a zero to death game in a lot of senses. But I still love it all the same. What could Arc Sys ideally do to regain your trust and support? Shut down. No, but seriously, I don't think they ever will. Sorry if I sound repetitive, but are you still interested in the idea of ranking Smash fighter designs? Do you mean like ranking like the characters in the game or potential newcomers? Because I've done the latter before, and I probably could redo it, but... Oh yeah, in the game. Funnily enough, I actually was thinking about that just like a couple of days ago, of doing my own tiering of the Smash roster. So, very high probability it could happen sometime soonish. If there's any Guilty Gear character need in Smash, it must be May. Fuck no, it should be Soul Bad Guy. The protagonist of the series? I know Strive has done a really bad job of making people remember that Soul's the main character, but Soul's the main character? How about Bridget and Smash? I would rather eat glass. There seems to be some tension between you and Bridget. Let's just say that I'm not a fan of retcons. And to be honest, Strive retconned a lot more than just Bridget, which is another reason why I'm not a huge fan of that game. Oh, but wait, no, I can't say that because according to Brawl fans community, that makes me a bigot and a fat fucking chud. In your hypothetical Smash 6 roster, you kept Toon Link as the other Link in the roster. What made you choose him over Young Link? Well, one reason is because Toon Link is like one of the most consistent designs that Link has had. He's been in not only just Wind Waker, but, you know, the sequel games to Wind Waker. He was the design they used in Minish Cap. He was the design they used in all the Four Sword adventures. It's arguably the most consistent design that Link has ever had. That, and he animates differently. He has a different feel than the other two Links by a notable margin. Not to mention his style in general is fairly different from the more realistic looking Link, when Young Link is just realistic Link but smaller. Originally on that roster, I didn't have any other Link but the original Link. But then I was thinking about it, and I thought to myself, this is the most consistent design that Link has ever had. I think it makes sense that he stays and Young Link goes. I mean, there's a reason why they chose to basically replace Young Link with Toon Link. I know that's technically debatable, but all signs show that that is why Toon Link was in Brawl and Young Link wasn't. It also shows Smash 4's DLC being the way it was is also a big supporter of that theory. Because young Link is like one of the few, if not the only, actually no, Pichu didn't either. But he's one of the only clone characters that didn't come back. It's funny to think about Toon Link showing up a lot when he was initially despised by the Zelda fans. I mean, you're not wrong. A lot of people just weren't ready for the cel-shaded look of Wind Waker back in 2003. But now everybody loves him. What a surprise. Why? Because the cel-shaded look stood the test of time, and then they, you know, made Wind Waker HD on the Wii U, and it looked even better. Would you make very many changes to Toon Link, or would you just keep him as is? I would want to have him emphasize more like cartoonish animation than he currently does. And one thing I would definitely do is I would bring back how expressive he was in Smash 4 and Brawl. Because for some reason, that's something in Ultimate that just disappeared. For some reason, Toon Link doesn't emote as much as he used to. Not to mention, I think you need to add a lot less to Toon Link to make him better than you would to have Young Link be what people want Young Link to be. And I get it. People are like, why isn't he Majora's Mask Young Link? When I'd argue that was never the point of him in the first place. He was literally just... He was clearly Ocarina of Time Young Link. You say that, Pikmin, but Ultimate has more changes to animations for its veterans than literally like any game in the franchise, save for Brawl when they had to change engines. Like, that's something that a lot of people really haven't paid attention to with Ultimate at all. Genuinely speaking, like, so many characters were either, like, had a lot of their animations redone, or some of them were just, like, made from the ground up completely for Ultimate. Like Mario was. And Zelda. And Ganondorf. Which makes the fact that he's still the way he is fucking stupid. Yeah, there's so many new animations and stuff like that in Ultimate compared to like Smash 4, where they mostly just reused Brawl animations. No, I think Toon Link's bombs are fine. Especially since they sport the cartoony Wind Waker smoke. Now, you see, Sam's, what they should do is they should turn young Link into a JoJo character and have the masks turn into his transformation forms. And they appear behind him to attack, so when he does like a forward smash, the Goron mask appears, turns into a Goron, and does like a big punch. Or he puts the mask on, and the spirit of the Goron punches alongside him, or something dumb on those lines. Also, I'm not surprised that somebody like P. Jiggles has more knowledge on game design than Luke Neer does, because he actually tries to learn, and the latter doesn't. Love if Toon Link had the Skull Hammer as a move somewhere. I don't think it's a necessity, but I love that item. I'm usually against the idea of a character just randomly pulling out bullshit for one attack and then just putting it away and never using it again. But I think it makes more sense for a cartoony character like Toon Link to have that kind of cartoon logic of just pulling something out and just using it once and then putting it away. For some reason, I see it makes more sense for a character like him than a lot of characters that people like to shove that kind of mechanic onto. I know you probably don't care about Smash fan games like Super Smash Flash 2 or Smash Crusade. No, I know about those games. I don't play them very much. I played Crystal in Smash Flash 2 and I enjoyed her design there somewhat. But the Smash Flash 2 community is literally like Caelid. And I don't want to go near it. Unironically, the worst people I've seen from the Smash community have all been like massive fans of Smash Flash 2. Like, I have never seen a group of people that unironically think they know so much more than they actually do, compared to fans of Super Smash Bros. 2. Or just, you know, McCloud gaming fans in general. That's like one of the main reasons why I have like not touched any of those games in terms of any sort of, you know, reference or whatever. The Crusade guys are cool. I'm cool with though. They took a move from my moveset of Sans and made it an official thing. And it's still such a it's so fucking trippy to go to a wiki that I commonly go to when looking for like animation references for stuff, and seeing a link to one of my own videos on this wiki that I've been going to for fucking years. It's legitimately like insane to me. I don't know what better way I could put it. Like, I've never seen a larger group of people that just genuinely have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to game design than anybody that's than the McCloud gaming community for Smash Bros. 2. Like, I've seen the way these people react to things that they genuinely don't agree with, and it is legit. They are a very good example of the fact that not everybody should have access to the internet. Pulling out random weapons is why I'm cautious of DMC's Dante. Why? Dante is literally the character where he's literally an example of that's a character that makes sense for a character to do that. It makes complete and total sense for Dante to use multiple weapons. want to see you review some movesets from Smash Crusade like Toon Link and Dante. I won't say never, but it's definitely not something that I would do anytime soon. Oh, don't worry, there will be another clear for battle at some point. I should probably get to it sooner rather than later, because I know that a lot of people have been waiting for it. I know a lot of people want to submit new things. What do I think of the Shovel Knight and Ori movesets in Rivals of Aether? I think Shovel Knight is like one of the best renditions of Shovel Knight that you're practically ever going to get out of a platform fighter. And Ori is okay. Like, legitimately, that something about their Shovel Knight is just like magical in how the character is designed and its gameplay feel and its flow. I think that Rivals' Shovel Knight is probably like one of the closest instances of like a perfect Shovel Knight in terms of his attack options, his proportions, especially. He feels very fun to play and very rewarding to play. Especially since there's so many ways you can build him, and you can literally just spend all your rewards to get some big fuck you flashy armor as a way of showing off against your opposition. Like, yeah, I could get this armor upgrade that gives me like the ability to like store a smash attack and like so I can use it in the air. But let me just get this golden armor that just changes my jump animations so I can style on you and look cool while doing it. I am genuinely a massive fan of the way that Rivals 1 did Shovel Knight, and it makes me very sad that they're not going to bring him back, and they're going for Mina the Hollower instead. Especially since I don't really have a lot of faith in the modern Rivals team making a super great character, because I'm going to be completely honest with you, a lot of the newcomers they made for Rivals 2 are like a third as well designed as the ones that were in Rivals 1. Like, it is a shame how much Fleet and Loxodon suck ass compared to pretty much all the characters that were in the game with them at launch. Well, Pikmin, it'd be the one that you submitted the one that you submit last will be the one that gets chosen. That's pretty much the way it works. Since you can only have one moveset at a time in the queue. To be honest, I'm not surprised they took a lot of moves from the amiibo, because I feel like a lot of the amiibo's moves were literally just like Yacht Club Games just pointing at Nintendo being like, we gave you more moveset ideas if you ever want to put our character in the actual game. Because it really feels weird that like so many of the moves they chose were just like perfectly made to fit the kind of game that Smash Brothers is. Why does Shovel Knight have a dash attack? Because the original game didn't give him source material for a dash attack. I'm also pretty sure that people have already modded the Shovel Knight amiibo exclusive abilities and fights into the PC version of the game. I am beyond certain that that is a thing. Yeah, I haven't bought a lot of modern amiibos. I think the last amiibo I bought was technically the one that came with the collector's edition of the original Mario Maker on the Wii U. If you don't count Ridley. But the Smash Bros. Amiibos were going nobly longer than that. Yeah, I agree. They haven't really put in as much love to the amiibos as they used to. And I'm starting to wonder if it's because they aren't selling as well as they used to. Though the ones from Metroid Prime 4 look pretty good. Lord knows those sold out extremely fast. I do too. The treasure hunter mechanic was like the best mechanic you could possibly give to Shovel Knight. Legitimately, like, one of the best designed things in all of Rivals of Aether was the treasure hunter mechanic. I almost wanted to see them bring back Ori with a moveset based on Will-o'-the-Wisps, just to see what they would be able to do with it. But just, I don't know what fucking modern Rivals is anymore. Their character designs are so ass. Can't even get the color of the characters they made right. But yeah, I'm willing to bet like dollars to donuts, considering how a lot of the newcomers for Rivals 2 have been copying from already existing characters in some way, shape, or form. I'm willing to bet they're just going to copy Belmont aspects for Mina when she's released. What I remember, Shovel Knight was teased in a tweet of Rivals 2 showcasing future DLCs, and he was there. Or he was just an icon that's there going to be... If there's going to be another Yacht Club Games rep on the game. Well, I think we already confirmed that. Considering Mina's going to be a character next year. Which I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait for the veterans to be ignored and all the absolutely dog shit overpriced cosmetics you're gonna put out between then and now. I don't know who that team's art director is, but fucking fire them. Dear God, fire them. Hang on a second. But yeah, talking about Rivals in today's day and age just makes me sad. Because goddamn, if I wasn't excited for the potential of goddamn if I wasn't excited for the potential of a second Rivals when it was announced. It looked so promising, and then everything just fell apart. Oh no, the monetization of Rivals 2 is, like, some of the most disgusting in today's, like, gaming climate. Like, legitimately, it is gross. Especially considering how, like, overpriced they are. to be completely honest, I think that a lot of the problems with Rivals 2 is a byproduct of the fact that a lot of the people that are like running the team were just genuinely never really good at game dev. Like, Danford and AC needs to pick between being, like, the serious developer and the jokey dude that he likes to present himself as. Because he tries to do both, and it really doesn't work. In either front, honestly. That and, you know, working with Ludwig probably also isn't the greatest thing either. Do you have any idea as to who the 5th best designed character is in Smash? Probably not, because I don't really like to number things outside of the top and the bottom. I had to give you... You know what? Give me a second. The 5th best design character in Smash. Fox is number 1, Falcon's number 2, Martha's number 3, and Incineroar's number 4. Then the 5th best design character in Smash is... Kirby. Kirby or Pikachu. One of those two. Well, it's also not that, Sam's. It's also the fact that he owns the publishing company that they're using to publish Rivals, that they use to publish Rivals. And I'm wondering if they're, like, obnoxiously aggressive monetization tactics are a byproduct of working with that publication team. Because I've looked at a lot of the stuff with Rivals 2 in terms of like fan reception and feedback and like engagement. Nobody fucking cares about Rivals 2 anymore. I'd argue if they ever did, but I feel like the way they release their characters and just the general state of the game has just driven a lot of people away. It should also be mentioned that while I didn't watch any of EVO, because I don't support EVO anymore, especially now that it's owned by oil barons in a foreign country, I looked at the just the viewer numbers for Rivals 2 at EVO, because I know that it was one of the main games, and it was actually played on, no, not on stage, it wasn't a Sunday game, it was a Saturday game, but it was one of their main games, it wasn't a side pool. I think that Rivals 2 had the lowest views out of anything that was at EVO. And I can understand why they wanted Rivals 2 at EVO. They wanted Rivals 2 at EVO because they desperately need a Smash game there. Because say what you will, people can say what they want. Smash was one of the most watched games at EVO. It just was. Both Melee and Smash 4 and Ultimate. Everything in Rivals 1 is just better than Rivals 2, even for casual players. They have options such as the story mode, or more importantly, the workshop feature. Oh, you mean two things that are supposed to be in Rivals 2 at some point in like the next 2 years? And will probably be worse? But yes, I do agree that everything in Rivals 1 is pretty much better than it is in Rivals 2. Have I ever considered doing a moveset for another fighting game character? I mean, I have. I think Ragna was the last one I did. Actually, no. Sukapon was the last one I did. No. Was it Sukapon or... No, it was Ragna. Ragna was the last one I did. The point is, yes, I have, but I'm not sure who I would cover. I've kind of covered almost every fighting game character that I somewhat care about. I've already done 2 Street Fighter characters. I did 3 Guilty Gear characters, a BlazBlue character, and a Mortal Kombat character. Correction, I did 2 Guilty Gear characters. Sorry, phone call. But, yeah, I did 2 Guilty Gear characters. I don't know why I thought it was 3. The point is that I've done a decent amount. I guess I was also thinking of Potemkin for some reason. I guess that's a character I considered at one point, but I never did. Oh wait, no, also Fulgore. I forgot about Fulgore from Killer Instinct. He counts too. And Nightmare from Soul Calibur. And Morgan from Darkstalkers. In total, I've done 1. And Heihachi. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Candyman counts. It's a fine game character, in my opinion. 7. I've done 12 fighting game characters. Sukapon was the last one I did. I did Nightmare from Soul Calibur, Heihachi, Soul, Fulgore, Morgan, Sub-Zero, Candyman. Sorry, I'm going through the list again. Viking, Chun-Li, Akuma, Ragna, and Sukapon. Those are the characters that I have done. Did you ever make a KOF character? I almost made a moveset for Iori, but I, for some reason, just never got around to doing it and dropped it. If I did another one, it'd probably be Geese. Geese Howard. Especially now that we have a basis for Fatal Fury characters in Smash Brothers. I also want to do King from Tekken. I think I got pretty far into a script for King, and I, for some reason, just stopped working on it. Kind of surprised you never made a Felicia moveset. Because I stated that that's probably going to be the last moveset I ever make before I shut down the channel. Or, you know, leave the channel for dead. If you ever see a Felicia moveset in your subscription box, that's probably the death knell for my channel. I don't know, I think that's a pretty fitting way for the channel to end, honestly. At least in my opinion. But yeah, you know what? I think that's gonna be it for today. I will see you all for more of this in 2 days. Don't think I forgot about the fact that this Saturday's the day that's supposed to happen. We'll pick up where we left off in 2 days. We'll round out the aerials and probably get to work on the grabs and the throws. Did you ever make a moveset for Jin? No. Jin never really interested me as a character, honestly. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be calling it here. Could have done more, but I don't know. There's other stuff I'd like to work on today, so all I can say is don't worry. There'll be more in the future. There always is. Oh, by the way, Metal Sonic's video has been done for like a week, and I've been waiting to release it until this Sunday, because this Sunday is the 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog in Japan. So guess what? I didn't miss the 30th anniversary. I was just waiting for the right one, is what I'm going to tell you. And there's no way for you to prove that it's not true. Smile. But yeah, I will be seeing you all on Saturday for more of this. But yeah, anyways, I will be seeing you later. Hope you all have a good one, and yeah. More coming very soon.